All right, moving on now, and as the winter sports season comes to a close, so too does the need for all those endless pieces of gear stashed away all around the house, Dennis.
Ooh, luckily our next guest is lending his expert tips to help start your spring clean. Decathlon's sustainability leader, Felix Bonvalet. Did I say it right?
Nailed it.
Perfect, très bien. Thank you so much for your time, Felix. Every parent wants to know, bin it, donate it,
Bin it.
Does it go another season? What do you do?
Well, thanks for having me. Good morning. It all starts, I think, with assessing the condition of your gear. Some of it might be just dirty, have a couple of cosmetic stains and marks here and there. They have plenty of life left in them. On the contrary, some of the equipment has, suffered a lot of wear and tear, is broken, doesn't fit anymore. For those, there are plenty of solutions out there not to bin them. Bottom line is, you have so many opportunities to give them a second life. Look them up.
I've got a 7-year-old daughter. We certainly have hand-me-downs from friends and family. But how do you know, I guess, Felix, when they've reached their limits, how do you know when you should just chuck it in the bin?
Excellent point. First of all, sports equipment should support your health and safety. So start with assessing whatever is taking all the, doing all the heavy lifting. Think of the ball in terms of the grip, in terms of the smoothness. Think of your protective equipment, shin guards. If they have a crack, if your helmet has a knock, it's out. It's out of use. On shoes, what's important is to keep an eye at the sole.
Yep.
In terms of, it flattening out, losing your ankle support. So these are the greatest indicators of when it's time to get rid of them.
Sorry.
Okay, so terrible pun,
if you are keeping them from last season, I mean, how can we store them so they stay fresh? Because they can get a bit stanky.
Well, I asked around for a couple of tips.
Yeah.
And some amazing ideas out there. When it comes to shoes, one idea is to rotate your pair if you're doing sports intensively so that they have time to dry out.
Yeah.
And a grandma trick would be to just, stuff some old newspaper or paper in there to absorb the moisture. When it comes to, for example, your swimwear or your snorkeling equipment or your wetsuit, I like rinsing it off with fresh water so that the salt, the chlorine, the sun, the sunscreen doesn't take a
Don't just throw it in the drawer and think about it later.
Exactly.
Well, look, what are some of the must-have items? Because I know trends change when it comes to sports. So what should we have in our sports kits this summer?
Shoes that are fit for purpose, the right size, that have the right sole for the, the purpose you want to use them for. Breathable T-shirt, that's sort of an all-rounder that you can do pretty much anything with it. And I would say summer's around the corner. You want to stay hydrated, so probably a good old
bottle.
Reusable water bottle.
I've got
exactly
150 of them in my car.
I can often find the base but not the lid.
Yeah, I know. Okay, Felix, before you go, Aussie Kids known for giving every sport a go. What are your tips for keeping up with all the gear requirements without blowing the budget? Because it can be hard for parents, I dare say.
Oh, it can cost so much money.
I imagine it can be pretty, overwhelming. But how good is it that Aussie Kids want to try all these different sports activities? So we can only encourage them to be active, right? So let's forget about the barriers and look at how, can parents find budget-friendly techniques out there? I would say look for versatile equipment that can be used for different types of sports. Look for durable equipment as well. This way, you're thinking ahead, 6 months ahead, 1 year ahead. Your fabric is going to last a bit longer if you take something that's durable. And finally, I like not necessarily buying new every time. There are other ways to acquire your sports equipment than just buying new.
Yeah. Okay. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you.
Très bien.
Appreciate
I've
it.
just really channeled my Year 9
I know.
French.
I can tell. This is going to go on all morning, isn't it?
Oui.